Hello, my name is Dan Berg. I'm an IBM Distinguished Engineer and CTO of our DevOps Tools and Strategy, and I'm going to take you through a demonstration of our new IBM DevOps Services and the integration with Bluemix. And I'm going to show you, as a team, you're working on a project and collaborating. I'm going to show you how we go through a day in the life of a developer on a team, collaborating and resolving a defect, and having that automatically built and delivered out to Bluemix. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm in IBM DevOps Services here, and I'm looking at my track and plan feature, and I can see I've got a new defect that has been assigned to me in our track and plan feature. So I can click onto that defect to get a little bit more information about what the problem is. And I can see here that this defect is with our Homestead server. It was opened up against us. And this is actually a defect that came in through our mobile testing. We have a mobile front end, and the tester was using mobile quality assurance on an iPad, it looks like, and it automatically opened up a defect. So let me drill into the information that's available here, and I can see that they wrote on the screen indicating that the mountain bike specials are not appearing. So I know we recently added this feature, and apparently it's not working. It should be showing up on the page. I can take a look and see that they are using iOS version 7.1. So let me see what is actually happening in here. So let me switch over to a simulator that I have here running the application. And here is what the tester basically saw. I can see we've got the mountain bike special shown. I can click into it, and sure enough, there are no mountain bikes. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this defect. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the defect. And now that has put it into a working status. It's defect 10169. And I have an idea of where this problem might be. So I'm going to go ahead and edit the code. And we can see here that in IBM DevOps Services, I have an integrated web IDE experience, and I can go in and start interacting with my code. This is a Node.js application, and it's got our routes identified here. So the first thing I'm going to take a look at is the actual route that the mobile app is using. And it uses this route to get the inventory, and I can see here that it's still using some old function to get the seasonal inventory, when it should be using a function to get the seasonal inventory with the specials. So I'll use my content assist here, and I'll make a change, and that should do it. So what I'm going to do is go over to my repository. We have a hosted Git repository for this project, and I'm going to easily stage this and then commit it for the rest of the team to pick up. Fix for defect 10169, and I'm going to submit that. Now what's happening here is that the code is actually being delivered into our SCM system, the hosted Git system, and this is going to trigger an event that's built into the integrated IBM DevOps Services. This event is going to trigger an automated build system to actually start driving the build. And you can see here, build 103 is currently in progress. This was triggered from our Git commit that took place. I can drill into this, and what I see here is information about the build. So immediately we see the log, and it's still running, so I'm seeing the rolling log. And what's nice from a developer's standpoint, you can actually see the rolling log, and we can see that it has finished and it was successful. Some other information that's available or can be available are tests, the actual artifacts, so I can download the project, and it has a link to the changes as well that I had made. So the link change to the index file. So that's great. So let me go back to my pipeline service, and once we have a successful build, there is another trigger that takes place, and that triggering will automatically run a deployment. And we can see here that we have a deployment that's currently running in our shared space in Bluemix, and that's deploying our new build, which is build 103. I can also drill into this to take a look at the logs. And you can see here we've got a series of logs. This is information about how we're authenticating and targeting our Bluemix space and actually doing the deployment to our Bluemix environment. We can see here we're setting up a cast iron live. This is allowing our mobile app to connect to our back-end services on the enterprise. And it looks like we have a successful deployment as well. So if I go back to our history, we can see that the app is deployed. It's deployed to the Homestead Server Dev URL, and build 103 is deployed, and it looks like it's running great. So I'm going to switch back to my mobile application. So go back to my iOS. I need to test this and make sure it's working. And I click on the inventory this time, and sure enough, the bikes are now appearing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my IBM DevOps Services, go back to my track and plan capability, and I'm going to go ahead and just resolve my work item. So if I click into the work item, some information, collaborative information that you'll see that's available here is that the change that I automatically delivered into my Git repository is automatically linked to my work item, the defect that I was working on. So we get a nice collaboration, automatic integration through the system. So I'm now going to go ahead and resolve, and it is now fixed. So there you have it. We quickly received a work item, a defect on our team. We were able to collaborate. As a developer, I could easily get in, fix the problem, deliver it, and have an automated system build, deploy, and see it running out on our mobile application within minutes. It's very difficult to do this on traditional systems because they're not fully integrated, but here with IBM DevOps Services and Bluemix, it was a breeze. It was real easy. So in conclusion, IBM DevOps Services really helps you out, helps you deliver as a team, collaborate as a team, deliver features and defects quickly. And I would suggest you check us out. Follow us on Twitter at #Bluemix, or come to bluemix.net to get more information. Thank you very much.